Hello， 大家好，欢迎大家来到以色列美角的频道。今天是2025年的10月9号。那我们现在来到了 ep04 行程的最后一站。这个地方呢，其实靠近加萨只有2公里，这也是距离加萨最近的奇布兹。然后我们现在要来听一个居民来分享他在10月7号发生的事情，以及现在这个奇布兹的现况。希望透过这一集的分享，我们可以知道以色列人对于未来有什么样的想法？他们相信和平吗？他们还愿意去相信加萨人吗？在经历了10月7号这么可怕的战争之后，有没有什么样子的改变？那在这一个奇布兹有22个人被哈马斯杀害，所以我觉得要让以色列人说对啊，我相信和平，我觉得很难。这22个都是他们认识的人。他要怎么样子很轻松的就说对，我相信和平。好，我们现在进来一个房间，这里有一个简报室，这里有一些礼品可以购买来支持他们，然后蜂蜜啊这些农产品。So basically you're saying the 7th of October could happen again. That's why you're not coming back.
Yeah, there are people. You saw them when they are releasing the hostages. There are terrorists. They have guns, they have drones, they have trucks, they have whatever they want. That if they want to decide, it's going to be much harder than the 7th of October, but it will work. So I don't want to take a risk. You have to understand that I'm lucky that I'm here, okay? I'm lucky that I'm here with you. It's not because I was brave, it's not because I was a fighter, I was lucky. They didn't come to my home. That's
why they didn't come to your home? Miracle.
I was lucky. It's not something that they planned. They went. They were trying to open doors. I will tell you how it was. But I wanted that you will understand the whole situation, that you will understand what's happening here. And now when people are saying, "Wow, where the hostages are coming back," it's amazing. I want them to be back. I want to know what's next.
Yeah.
What's next month? What next year? What's going to be in 5 years? What's the plan? And I think that Trump is doing an amazing thing, but you have to understand, Trump in 3 years is going to end his... And then what's going to be? So it has to be something from the world, and I hope it will work. I hope Israel has to do some steps. The 7th of October actually started in my family at the 6th of October, Friday evening. I host all my family that live in the village. I didn't mention, but when we came in 82, it's 70 families. Now it's more than 300 families. And most of the people that live here, it's kids of the people of the 70s, it's like me. Okay, it's when we came here as the kids, and we decided to come back and grow our kids here. I can't say if it's smart or not because of the 7th of October. I was sure that I'm doing the right thing. Till the 7th. But I didn't. I almost lost all my family. So we're having a great dinner on Friday, 32 people in my garden. We go to sleep and we wake up at 6:29 because of the sirens. We run to the shelter and I didn't open my eyes. I kept sleeping because I'm used to it. I know that it's 3, 4, 5 rockets and we go back to sleep. So I was leaning on the wall, I was waiting, and it didn't end, and it didn't end, and more explosions, more sirens, and suddenly I realized, I told my wife, I think it's something else. We didn't have electricity, so we didn't see what all the world and Israel saw on TV, just from the WhatsApp. And after half an hour, I get a message from my son that was working in Erez Pass. It's like a terminal that they use for humanitarian reasons to take Palestinians out. So he was there on duty. It's not as a soldier. as a civilian. And he wrote me, Daddy ran away from home. I didn't understand what it means. I told him, we can't, there's sirens, we got stuck. And he told me they're all around us, they're going to kill us. Then I get a message from my sister that lives in the village. And she's saying that she heard terrorists in the house and that they are hiding in a closet. And I'm coming to my wife and I'm telling her my sister is in big risk. It's 700 meters away from my house. And I'm telling her I'm going to save her. And she looked at me and she said, you're not going anywhere. You're staying to take care of us. They are everywhere. They're going to come into the house. I said, no, they are in the house of my sister. I have to go and save. She said, no, you're not going, because you're not going to find us when you come back. At this minute, I lost all my fighting and my hero titles that I collected during the years. And I stayed with them. But since then, I'm not the same person. I'm having therapy and I'm getting better and better, but it's not the same. Then we start to understand that that they killed a few people. We hear a few names. One of them is part of the tribe. Is the brother-in-law of my sister that was murdered. Amit was murdered, and his brother, not together actually, each one in a separate place. And every hour we get more and more information and we understand that we're in a big mess. I'm still trying to help my sister. I'm sending army. After 3 hours that she was in a closet, they found her, they saved her. She left the shelter open and she was in the closet, so the terrorists, when they came in, they thought that she ran away. They moved to the neighbors, they murdered the neighbors. Actually, they murdered 5 neighbors around their house. And I keep texting with my son. I told him that I'm trying to send army. He told me, Daddy, you can't come and save me. We have more than 50 terrorists in the Erez Pass. So I was trying to send the units. After 10.5 hours, a special unit got into Erez, and they saved my son and another 4 that were there hiding in an electricity area. But all the soldiers that were in the building next to them were murdered. And then after, at around 4:30, I see that we are running out of electricity in the phones. I told my father, my mother-in-law, my sister, and my neighbor that I also brought her to us because she was alone. Just a second. I told them we have to get ready to run away. We didn't get a permission yet, but if we're not going to do it now, we're going to get stuck in the village. So let's do it. And we went out of the village. Just at the end of the day, I understood that 20 people were murdered in the village. Those are the 20. You can see old people, they're above 70. They're above 70. She's above 80. 50, 60, 40, 45, 18. They came to kill as much as they want. Like they didn't care if it's a threat, if it's someone with a gun. They came to kill as much as they wanted, and that's why I told you that I'm lucky that I'm here, because if they were decided, if it was 2 of them coming to my house, the chance that I would be able to defeat them is not really good. I can tell you that I was planning what I'm going to do. How can I go against 2, 3, 4, 5? Because we didn't know how many were here. So I took the iRobot and I put it in the toilet, that it will make noise in the toilet that is moving against the door. And I said maybe if they will come in, they will go there and I will come from behind. But I'm happy that they didn't come to my house, and I'm lucky that they didn't. And I'm lucky that my sister was saved by the army, because I told you that their neighbors didn't survive it. And you will see the house. After that, we lived in Herzliya for 8 months. Then we moved to Burchal. It's a kibbutz next to Sderot. So every day I'm here. I'm helping my father that came back to the village to work in the greenhouses. We produce seeds for tomato and pepper, and we are trying to go back to life. It's not the same.
刚刚听了他的故事，真的，他泛泪的时候，我也觉得很难过。他经历了这么多。这个居民有要跟我们说，他的朋友在这个防空洞里面，他有听到他尖叫的声音。然后恐怖分子把他杀死了，就在这里。就是他。
She hides in the corner, and the terrorist shoots her at point blank range. Bullet holes. She dies in this corner, getting 9 bullets.
We went to school together in Sinai, and we went to school together here. The same age, we went together to the army at the same year. She lived here by herself, all her kids left. She used to love to walk early in the morning, and that's what she did.
Just the barbarity, I mean.
Yeah.
Alone,
No, you can
80 years old woman hiding in the corner, and they just enter and shoot her like this as if she's nothing.
Yeah, you can see that there's no threats from her. She's just an old lady that was hiding, but they came to kill as much as they want, as much as they can.
发生这样的事情，难道以色列不进入战争吗？
It's my sister's house, and the next house, you can see that there's no house. You see just cement, where the people are. There was a house here, and the people that lived there didn't answer the phone. And when the army rescued my sister, I told her, please check out on your neighbor because they're not answering the phone and we don't know what's with them. So she looked from the window and she told me there's no house. So I said, what do you mean there's no house? I know that there's a rocket fell into a house and there's a hole, there's a house burning. She said, no, there's no house. I can see just the shelter and the window is open. And just afterwards we understood that they were burned inside the house, and the neighbor on the other side also was killed. They ran into this shelter. The father saw that he forgot his gun. He went back to the house and he came back with a gun. When he came back with a gun, the terrorists saw him. They threw a grenade to the entrance. The father jumped on the grenade. He died. The 2 kids were injured, and the terrorists took them into the caravan and sat with them. And there's a video of it. You didn't see it? It was on the news the last 3 weeks.
Oh, that one,
because the mom gave a permission to show it to the world. One of the artists in the village decided before the 7th of October, decided to take this gray part and to make it really colorful. She called it the path to peace. Okay? And it's right on the border, and it's with beautiful colored ceramics pieces with beautiful walls.
这个地方我在2001年的时候有来过，我那时候也在这个墙上面贴了一个磁铁 Shalom。这个艺术家就是想要爱，用美丽的东西来装饰这个墙，表达他对和平的信念。
Tikva, Shalom, peace. You can't think that it's something else. Part of the, and it says like this: Hevel Yamit. Hevel Yamit, it's the place we lived in Sinai. Netiva Asara, it's here. Okay, it's a timeline. Then it says, לחוץ לפלסטין בקרוב. It means, it's with a small mistake, but it means you are going to be out of Palestine soon. And here it says, השמדת הכובשים מתקרבת, we are going to kill all the occupiers. And it was here for 6 months, each one of us. And we took pictures, and they looked at us, and we looked at them. And we didn't understand that they really meant it.
That was that way over here.
Yeah, just above this wall.
So we have the path to peace, and they have that up.
如果来过以色列的人，应该可以感觉得到，以色列人是非常想要和平的。这也是为什么以色列明明有各式各样的迹象，知道说哈马斯不可以信任，他们可能会攻击，可是他们还是觉得说不可能，我们是可以和平相处的。这个是真正的围墙，后面就是加萨，然后这个检查哨当天就直接被哈马斯摧毁，就不能用。那边就是加萨，这就是他们货物或者是人道救援的那个关口 Erez Crossing。
The trucks with the terrorists that my son saw crossing Erez on the road, and they used the same road that you entered the village. None of the trucks turned to the left. All of them were trying to get to Ashkelon. So we were lucky that none of the trucks went inside. That's one thing. Another luck that there was a group of terrorists that were trying to explode the wall, and they didn't succeed. So the group that was supposed to come after the paragliders didn't come in.
有人送这个奇布兹20个橄榄树，就是在纪念这20个被哈马斯杀害的以色列居民。这就是新闻上那个被哈马斯杀死的那个爸爸，他的孩子眼睁睁看他的爸爸被杀死。你可以看到被杀的人有年纪大60几岁的，也有年纪很小的，才17岁。What does the future look like to you? Do you still believe in peace with the Gazans?
As you heard me, I believe in peace. I think that wise peace is the best solution for everyone. You ask me if that's going to be, I can just hope. I think that I'm here because I hope for peace. And I hope that we will not need to have another situation like we did. And that's why I'm waiting to see where it's going to go. If I will see that we didn't learn anything and it can happen again, I will not be back.
And your neighbors, do they feel the same way as you do?
Some of them similar, some of them a little bit less. You know, people that lost their brothers and kids, they hate more than I hated in '82. And they want to kill all the Palestinians. But it's something that it's not coming from the mind. It comes from a weak place inside that I can't judge them. You know, they missed the best people. But I think that if we will be wise, less people will die in the future.
这是以色列境内最大的国旗，现场看超壮观的，真的很大。那希望这系列的影片带大家实地走访加萨边境的这几个点，能够让大家更加理解10月7号这么大一场屠杀对以色列人的攻击以及创伤。然后也欢迎没有来过以色列的朋友们，可以实地的来走访以色列，来看看到底发生什么事情。那我今天整天的行程都是跟 Abraham Tours， 我会把行程的链接放在资讯栏。如果大家来到以色列有空的话，可以花1天的时间来理解10月7号，因为这真的对以色列人来讲是太大的一个打击和伤害。然后就像是刚才这个居民说的，他是相信和平的，但是如果今天对方是想要杀了他，他不会去花时间去说服对方不要杀他，他一定是拿起武器来对付他的敌人。那所以有些事情真的是你要到现场以后才能够感觉得到。那我也是真的希望这个战争在下礼拜1就正式的结束，然后人质可以回来，然后希望以色列跟加萨人之间可以有一个和平的相处，是没有哈马斯，没有恐怖主义，然后两方的人民都可以好好生活的，这是我们最大的期待。